Imagine opening your electricity bill this fall, only to find that it's significantly higher than what you paid last year. Unfortunately, this is the harsh reality that many New Jersey residents may face, thanks to a perfect storm of factors that are driving up energy costs. But here's where it gets interesting. The main culprits behind this increase are not just the usual suspects, such as rising temperatures and increased energy demand. Instead, the root causes are more complex and multifaceted, involving everything from AI data centers to the lack of energy projects attached to the grid. So, what's really behind the anticipated hike in electricity bills, and what's being done to address this issue? To start, the Energy Information Administration, EIA, has predicted that fall electricity bills in New Jersey will be more expensive compared to last year, with the average monthly bill expected to rise by 8% to $127.36 for the Mid-Atlantic region, which includes New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. This increase is largely attributed to a rate hike of about 20% on utility bills that went into effect earlier this year, which will continue to impact New Jersey residents. But that's not all. The EIA has also identified other factors that will contribute to the rise in electricity bills, including a growth in manufacturing, expected weather changes, and several other factors. So what's driving this increase in energy demand? One major factor is the proliferation of AI data centers across the state, which consume enormous amounts of energy. In fact, these data centers accounted for about 2/3 of the capacity price surge in 2025, according to PJM's independent market monitor. This has led some to argue that these data centers should pay for the electricity they consume, rather than passing the costs on to residents. Another factor is the lack of supply to meet the high demand for energy. This is due in part to the chaos in the energy grid's interconnection queue, which has caused a backlog of energy projects waiting to be connected to the grid. Many of these projects, which include solar, storage, and wind energy, have been stuck in the queue for years, leading to a lack of energy sources across the state. Power plants that have been shut down due to environmental concerns have also contributed to the energy grid's lack of supply. So, what's being done to address this issue? Some have suggested that data centers should bring their own clean energy to offset the costs that are put on residents. Others have proposed reopening power plants that were closed due to environmental concerns, or ending state policies, such as offshore wind and electrical vehicle mandates. But here's the thing. These solutions are not without controversy. Some argue that reopening power plants would be a step backwards for the environment, while others claim that ending state policies would harm the state's efforts to transition to clean energy. And this is the part most people miss. The issue of energy costs is deeply intertwined with the issue of environmental protection. As we move forward, it's essential that we find solutions that balance the need for affordable energy with the need to protect the environment. So, what do you think? Should data centers be required to pay for the electricity they consume, or should they be allowed to pass the costs on to residents? Should we prioritize affordable energy or environmental protection? Let us know in the comments. As the debate over energy costs continues, one thing is clear. New Jersey residents will be watching their electricity bills closely this fall, hoping that something will be done to address the anticipated hike in energy costs.